Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Miss Fiora's Book Talks, where we talk about books. Today, we're going to be discussing books that focus on feelings and how to be kind to ourselves and others. Are you ready to get started? Before we get started, I have a question for you. Have you ever felt like something was missing in your life, or maybe here? Have you ever had a day where your feelings felt so big and you didn't know what to do with them? I know I have. And if you have too, that means you're already thinking about something called social emotional literacy, which is really just a fancy way of saying, I understand what I'm feeling. I know how to deal with those feelings in a healthy way. I know how to treat myself and others with care and kindness, even when things are hard. Today's book talk is going to be about finding our way and understanding our feelings. I'm going to share three amazing picture books with you that will help us understand our emotions, grow our confidence, and build stronger relationships with our friends. Book one is The Missing Piece Meets the Big O by Shel Silverstein. This is a story about a shape called the missing piece. It's looking for another shape to complete it. Some kind of fit, but couldn't roll. Others could roll, but didn't fit. But then the missing piece meets someone different. The big O. The big O doesn't need anyone to complete it. It just rolls. And it tells the missing piece, you can roll all by yourself. That moment changes everything for the missing piece and our book. This book might look simple, but it's really about becoming independent, learning to accept ourselves, and growing at our own pace, even if it's hard at first. Now that I've introduced you to the missing piece, I invite you to ask yourself, am I waiting for someone to make me feel whole? Am I learning to move forward on my own? And now we'll move forward to our second book, My Body Sends a Signal by Natalia Maguire. Have you ever gotten angry or sad and didn't know why? Well, this book helps you listen to what our bodies are telling us. It explains how a racing heart might be anxiety, tight fists could be anger, a fluttery stomach might be nervousness. But it also teaches us how to calm down using breathing and grounding and naming those pesky feelings that are sometimes really hard to understand. This book helps us build an important skill, understanding and managing our emotions in healthy ways. Now that I've introduced you to the signals our bodies send, I invite you to ask yourself, what signals are my body sending me right now? And what helps me feel calm and safe? Now, we move on to our third book, The Rabbit Listened by Cori Doerrfeld. Taylor builds something wonderful. Look at that wonderful thing Taylor built. But she loses it. Something happens. And one by one, the animals come to help. Yell about it, says the bear. Laugh it off, says the hyena. Forget it happened, says the ostrich. But none of it helped. Then our friend the rabbit comes. See that cute little rabbit right there? Rabbit doesn't try to fix anything. It just sits and listens. And that's when Taylor starts to feel better. This story shows the power of empathy, being present, and how sometimes the best support is just being there for someone. Now that I've introduced you to the rabbit and Taylor, I invite you to ask yourself, do I try to fix things for others, or do I just listen? Who in my life is the rabbit when I need one? Each of these three books teaches us something different. The missing piece helps us with self-growth and independence. My body sends a signal, helps us to be aware of our emotions and know what to do with them. The rabbit listened helps us learn how to support others with listening ears. And together, they help us grow inside and outside. So here's my request to you. Pick one of these three books and read it. Then ask yourself, what signal is my body sending me? Am I waiting for someone else to make things better? Or am I learning to roll on my own? Can I be someone else's rabbit and just listen? Strength isn't about hiding our feelings. It's about understanding them and then choosing how to act. You can find the three books we discussed today: The Missing Piece Meets the Big O by Shel Silverstein, My Body Sends a Signal by Natalia Maguire, and The Rabbit Listened by Cori Doerrfeld at any of your local libraries, inside your school library, or at a bookstore near you. And when in doubt, always ask a librarian. Thanks for listening. This has been Book Talks with Miss Fiora. I look forward to seeing you again next time. And as always, remember, your story matters.